Peter's statement at the end of John chapter 6 is one of my favorite passages in the whole Bible. The whole of the chapter is about bread. It begins with the feeding of the 5,000. Then there's a chase across the lake in which Jesus, perhaps unfairly, walks on water, while the people who are hungry for more must first find boats in which to follow. When they catch up with him, Jesus begins to speak about bread. Well, the people have their own bread story, the story about how God sent manna in the wilderness to feed their ancestors. This is a defining thing for the Jewish people. They are the people who are fed by God. It's part of their identity. But Jesus reinterprets the story about manna. He says the manna itself is not the important thing. Jesus, actually is the important thing. Jesus is the one who is the true bread. He is the bread that has come down from heaven. He is the bread of life. Jesus says this is a metaphor about believing and trusting in himself. By believing in Jesus and by placing our trust in him, we eat the true bread which gives us all that we need to sustain us into eternal life. People find this too much. The metaphor is too intimate, too personal. But Jesus won't let up. He says, unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you do not have life in you. Too graphic, too close, too much. So many of them walk away. Must have been a tough time for Jesus. He turns to his closest followers and he says to them, what about you? Are you also going to leave me? And that's the moment at which Peter says those amazing words. He says, where else would we go? Only you have the words of eternal life. In that moment, Peter takes his stand. He nails his colours to the mast. No matter what, even if Jesus' mission looks futile, Peter has concluded that no one else is offering hope that is anything close to what Jesus has. I too have taken my stand on this, which is why I love this verse so much. This is my identity. I believe and trust in Jesus. No matter how hopeless things may look, I am convinced that no one else has a hope to offer that comes even close. I think this is desperately important in a time like this. None of us knows the answer to COVID-19. None of us knows when or even if life will return to normal. All our foundations in life are shaken. But Jesus remains a firm foundation, an eternal truth. If we believe and trust in him, we are fed with the true bread that leads us into eternal life.